They are the Punch newspaper, Daily Trust newspaper, Leadership newspaper, Vanguard newspaper, and the Guardian newspaper. Those are the newspapers up for review this morning, being the third day in November of 2023. Let's start with Vanguard newspaper. One of the major headlines on the Vanguard this morning is electricity. Policy flip-flop. Okay, sorry, I'll take that again. Electricity. Policy flip-flop threatens $155 million smart meters project. Okay, I'll take that again. Electricity. Policy flip-flop threatens $155 million smart meters project. CBN begins clearing Forex forward backlog. CBN begins clearing Forex forwards backlog. We also have it that Ajero is in critical condition and may be flown abroad, and that is according to the NLC. Court orders unconditional release of Emefiele. Court orders unconditional release of Emefiele. Imo Guber, LP alleges plan to hold election in 0 polling units. Imo Guber, the Labour Party alleges plan to hold election in 0 polling units. Naira depreciates to 1,180 Naira to $1 in the parallel market. I mean, I wonder what's happening to our Naira. Seems to have a flip-flop thing too, because just yesterday we're looking at the fact that it had appreciated, and today we have report that it has depreciated to 1,180 Naira in the parallel market though. We move on to this headlines. Tinubu seeks fair and transparent poll in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi. Poor wages fueling corruption, says NLC. New Shippers Council boss resumes. On that presidential riot act by Adekoya, that's an editorial there on Vanguard newspaper. And then also the last headline we'll be taking on Vanguard is British International Investment votes $26.5 million for food security in Nigeria and others. British International Investment votes $26.5 million for food security in Nigeria and others. Let's move away from the Vanguard to come to the Guardian newspaper. Importers opt for trucks as multiple charges hobble NRC cargo haulage target. That's the Nigeria Railway Corporation has failed to reach its target of 90 cargo haulage trips monthly via the $1.5 billion Lagos-Ibadan standard gauge rail that was launched about 2 months ago. So importers have to opt for trucks as the multiple charges hobble NRC cargo haulage target. Consumers kick as MultiChoice hikes their tariff again by 20%. Consumers kick as MultiChoice hike their tariff again by 20%. Tinubu hands APC's endorsement flags to Uzodinma, Silva, Ododo. Okay? Tinubu hands APC's endorsement flags to, the gubernatorial candidates of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, Silva of Bayelsa, and Ododo of Kogi State. To some sporting news, unviable football clubs drain states billion of naira yearly. Unviable football clubs drain states billions of naira yearly. Reps delist 5 billion naira yacht, raise students' loans to 10 billion naira as Senate okays Tinubu's 2.17 trillion naira budget. I'll take that again. Reps delist the 5 billion naira yacht and raise students' loans to 10 billion naira as Senate okays Tinubu's 2.17 trillion supplementary budget, that is. Okay, I mean, so that probably puts to rest that controversial 5 billion yacht, and now the student loans have been jacked up to 10 billion. So we take on the Punch newspaper for this morning. Reps reallocate 5 billion naira yacht vote. A Navy clears Tinubu. Rep reallocate the 5 billion naira yacht and yacht vote, and Navy clears Tinubu. Naira gains as CBN pays banks $6.7 billion Forex backlog. Lagos man drowns during church beach hangout. Lagos man drowns during church beach hangout. And that's quite unfortunate. Navy bus crude theft on Lagos vandalized pipeline. Navy bus crude theft on Lagos vandalized pipeline. Yaba overpass and others will stop train vehicular crashes, says Sanwo-Olu. Yaba overpass and others will stop train and vehicular crashes. Naira rebounds as CBN clears forex debt backlog. Nigeria seeks U.S. partnership to bolster food security. Terminal processed 13,000 export containers in 9 months, says customs. I'll take that again. Terminal processed 13,000 export containers in 9 months, says customs. OAU student demand apology and colleagues release as EFCC deletes post. Winning a WAFCOM 2010, my biggest moment, says Okpara Noze. And PDP sues Tinubu for appointing APC member Akwa Ibom REC, that is Akwa Ibom Resident Electoral Commissioner. And those are some headlines we can take from the Punch newspaper. You can check that for more of the headlines. And on the last note, we'll be taking on the Leadership newspaper as we round up and open up the lines for your reaction. On the Leadership newspaper for today, amid public outcry, Presidency and Navy clarify the 5 billion naira budget for yacht. We didn't change INEC commissioner nominee's name. The Senate has said it didn't change the name of a resident electoral commissioner nominee from Niger State. Find out more on Leadership newspaper. Labour may fly Ajero abroad for treatment. That's the NLC is considering flying their leader, their president, Comrade Joe Ajero, abroad for medical treatment following that incident in Imo State. Kano Court sentences 8 cross-dressers to 3 months imprisonment. Atiku, Obi, and the road to Kilimanjaro. That should be an editorial that you may want to lay your hands on. Federal government charge on peaceful resolution of Israel-Palestine war. Tinubu presents APC flag to Ododo at Presidential Villa. 48.8 billion naira fraud. EFCC to arraign businessman Ibeto and companies November 3rd. That is today. Let's see. UN team fears grave risk of genocide. UN team fears grave risk of genocide. And drug firm groans on the 30 billion naira debt by Federal Health Agency. These are the headlines that we can take for today. It's 6:41, and I think is an appropriate time to get to open up the lines to hear your own take on any of these headlines on the 5 national dailies we've reviewed for you. That is the headlines. But as you do so, please, we would love for you to be very mindful of your comments. In criticizing, please criticize constructively. Do not come with insultive words, with lies, or with rumors just because you want to prove a point. I would call your attention when you are going off the skit or off the grid. But if you insist, we'll let you go. So would actually want to advocate for a decent and proper conversation. Take a minute and some few seconds added to that. Make your points as much as you can so that we can move on to many people. Okay, so 1 minute plus some few seconds is what I can give to you. But if you keep going on, we'll just go on to the next caller. So please, let's stick to the rules of conversation as you call on 0700 951 0000 and all the other numbers. I guess I've called them already. So let's just start. Hello.
No, good morning, my lovely sister.
Yes, good morning to you.
Happy Friday.
Same to you, my brother.
God bless you. God bless Nigeria. God bless Nigeria from.
You're welcome.
I greet my brother Salasi and Abaka from Canada and the mom Izzy and the KD from Canada and Ola Falogi. Each of brother from North Central, David Kuma, 1,000. Tinubu present APC flag to Ododo, Liva, and also Jima in Aso Rock. So, Fed cannot go the zero state to go present the flag. the construction needs to go and make in the villa. That's why we always tell Nigeria. Anybody can expect voting from APC and President Bush was his time because they don't have anything to offer. See what they have to happen now. The NNC president want to Imo State for the bad governance in the Imo.
All right,
and,
round up.
Send the thugs to attack them, and then injuring the man, they want to kill him.
Round up. You're not sure of that, please. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Yes, this is the Ben on the line.
All right, please go ahead.
Thank you, my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Money for Riyadh or so, 5.20 billion deleted or rejected by the House. And thereby they increase the loan to 10 billion. Well, you see, there are some unnecessary things in this world. For instance, the buy of deep 160 million, all those things are not necessary. I believe that we should be spending like a country that is under borrowing. Yes, because you don't borrow to feed. Rather, you borrow to go into production. See how, if you look at the world, yes, a small engine or so, or plane or car for cruising or for pleasure.
All right, sir. Round up.
Where will the pleasure come in now? Why should it be? You understand?
Thank you.
In spending the borrowed money.
Appreciate. Okay, let's move on. Let's take up a WhatsApp call. Hello. Appreciate.
Yeah, good morning once again, Barrister Swat. I'm Ambassador for Bakarale Tinubu Pekin. I'm calling from PW Kubwa.
Okay, welcome.
I truly sympathize with the President of Nigeria for Congress. And so I wish him speedy recovery. But is it to tell us that there is no hospital in Nigeria that could treat his problem until they fly him abroad? I think we must stop this. We must begin to develop capacity within this country. Not everything you take outside. Please, we are going to use dollar to do that. Nigeria dollar that we should be using on other things. And I thank National Assembly for wiring that money for yacht into student loan. I hope they can do the same for that SUV, unconstitutional SUV that the federal government want to buy for the First Lady. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Abubakar Ali. Right, still a newspaper review, taking your comments. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
This is Simon from Gowalada.
All right, what headline do you want to react to?
Adoro, this is what we have been telling them all this while. When they were trying to align with the Labour Party. How can you be fighting for people and you try to align yourself with another party? That is very bad of him. And the Labour this thing in general. They should, try to avoid all these things. And for Tinubu, you have done the right thing for channeling that money to student loan. We appreciate you, Mr. President. Even yesterday when people are saying this and that, where would Tinubu go with that? He's an old man. And some people are trying to say this. APC will never do like that. We don't squander money anyhow.
All right.
We do things.
Thank you very much.
Accordingly. Thank you very much.
Okay, appreciate. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Swat.
You're welcome.
How was your night?
Good, thank you. How was yours?
Very well. My name is DJ. I'm calling from Kagini.
All right, you're welcome.
Yes, on the issue of NSC president maybe flown abroad, I want to ask, what is the example the Labour want to even show Nigeria? They are the one criticizing federal government. They are the one criticizing the politicians that they usually fly abroad for medical treatment or whatever. What happened to him? He has issue with police in Imo State. Now he has been released. The next thing, they said it's a critical condition that will lead to flying him abroad to go and spend taxpayers' money, labor's money. Why? Which example they want to show? I don't get it. Tomorrow they will come out and be criticizing federal government, come out to criticize politicians. They just have opportunity now. They want to fly the president, so no hospital can treat him here in Nigeria. I don't know what example. That is why we keep saying whoever that finds himself in the position of power, they will always amass wealth. They will always want to collect money. Thank you, Swat. I'm not happy.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Yeah. Thank you for keeping to time too. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hi, morning.
Yeah, my name is KGB.
All right.
See, on NLC president, or what do you call it? See, they can even fly in place more than abroad. In as much as they themselves, they go abroad, so he can fly the phone abroad, more than even abroad, because they cost it. And anybody telling you they align with anybody or receive, see, I've never seen this type of country. How can you go and grab NLCD and beat him like a pickpocket thief?
Mr. KGB, I don't want you calling anybody names on this platform. I beg you. I've talked to you about this thing before. Do not call people names. If you want to make your analogy, you can do it. You are saying like he's doing something like a thief. What's the meaning of that?
No, I'm not calling him a thief. I said, why?
You said he's doing something like a thief. So please withdraw that statement.
I didn't see what I said. How can they beat him like a thief? This is what I said. I didn't make her name. I said, why is how can the police beat a chairman like a pickpocket thief? This is what I didn't call anybody's name.
All right, go ahead.
So understand what I'm saying?
All right, round up, yeah.
And the other thing I'm saying that, please, I have never seen this type of thing in the world. As you go and quote a whole NSC and beat him as if he's a sport this is. Well, it's only military that can do this.
All right.
So just to tell you the type of government we are.
Thank you so much. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Swat. Good morning.
Morning.
Swat, my name is Omar.
Welcome, Omar.
I'm calling from Lugbe.
Okay.
Swat, so I pray for his quick recovery. I mean, NSC president. But I tell you, the way and manner he was, you and I know, the election will be conducted in Imo State in about a few days from now. So why must he sponsor a protest in a state like a very fragile state like that? A state that is not that that there's no peace in the state, because NSC, as far as I know, is comprised of all the Nigerian labor workers of all the parties. So why must he run a program like that in a time like this in a state like that? I mean, it's wrong. It's wrong. It should not be campaign. It should not be campaign or running a campaign for any political party. Now what it that it gets more low, but it's bad. Police should not behave in that manner. But my brother, no play card well. No play card well. It should be calculative and know what to do at the point at the times. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. Right, we have more people waiting. Hello.
Hi, Dr. Swat. Good morning, ma'am. My name is Monizi. One, hey, this NLC president chairman, he came out to explain that female workers, some were not paid. So many issues he raised, and he gave the government ultimatum that if the needful is not done, they are going to protest. So waiting demand do what they wrong. So because election is around the corner, you should go and maltreat NSC president, and people are not seeing anything wrong about it. Immediately after that incident, police came out and gave their version of the story that the atmosphere was not conducive for him, so they took him to protective hands, that nothing happened to him. Later, NSC came out with a picture of the man injured, battered, and people are not seeing anything wrong with it because you want to be the governor of a state. My sister, wrong is wrong. People are saying they should not fly him abroad. Do you know the condition that the man is in? I think in the federal government that will cease hospital that will treat him. I beg you. Don't say because the music is in your own territory, then you will not say the way it's supposed to be. On your account, should we maltreat anybody? Finally, I heard people say, why will DSTV increase their tariffs? Not by force. If you don't want to watch television, use radio. If you don't want to listen to radio, use your phone. If you don't want information, placard. Auntie, that will not be your mate. This will not be your mate.
Thank you.
How do you want them to manage their organization? I want to appreciate Nigeria for that they try.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma.
All right, let's read some messages. Those are extremely long. I'll just take a part of it. I can't read everything because of time constraint. It's 6:53. Oki Ibrahim from Buhari said the special advisor on information and communication strategy to the president, Bayo Ononuga, have turned to another new famous Garba Shehu in action, who always tried to defend what is not defendable in the court of Nigerian public opinion. How can he play with Nigerian intelligence and sensibilities by trying to change the tone of money budgeted for President Tinubu, aquatic yacht to naval boat? He should know that his Oga had flagrantly demonstrated this extravagant light from his days as governor of Lagos State, which is now reflecting in all his dealing as president of Nigeria. If he can be defending the money budgeted for a yacht in the supplementary budget, how can he defend other frivolous items in the budget? Items like 1.5 billion naira for his wife's car, 70 billion naira for house members, and 7 billion naira to renovate the villa. Okay, I'll stop there. Okay, Ibrahim, thank you. Babatunde from Day said EFCC should not obey the court order. Even Emefiele did not obey the court order during his reign as CBN governor. Ajero should learn how not to be partisan. That should be a big lesson to him. Why would you say EFCC should not obey court order? People should obey court orders at all times. I think that is the logical thing. Fitzgerald from Airport Road. We'll quickly have to stop for a commercial. All right, stay with me.
This is
Audio Jungle.
This is Nigeria Info News.